Today, you're going to be flying a big jet, but you have not been feeling well lately. You've been taking a number of medications, and a few of them make you drowsy. The flight will be very long. You cannot take a co-pilot because you've been informed that the flight path is confidential. Not having a co-pilot is unsettling. You have never taken any flying lessons and you have never piloted a plane before. Your flight controllers have told you that they will try to help you along the way. They have, however, hundreds of other planes to assist in taking off and landing safely. There's a dangerous illusion. These flight controllers believe they can safely control hundreds of planes flown by untrained pilots. Occasionally, a plane will crash. There's another problem. You do not know your destination. You take off. You hit the hangar. You hit the flight school. You hit the control tower. Flight mechanics are hurt. Flight instructors are hurt. Flight controllers are hurt. You are hurt. Does this sound like a safe plan for flying a jet? Of course, this scenario is not safe, yet many of our patients have followed their treatments in this manner. In 2012 in the USA and in Canada, due to high aviation safety standards, there were no major airline commercial aircraft accidents leading to loss of life. However, it is estimated that in 2012, more than 100,000 people died in the USA and Canada due to breaks in healthcare system that was intended to help them. In fact, there are more Canadians and Americans dying due to failures in the medical system than due to car accidents. This is a worldwide problem. Let's look at a similar scenario, but where we switch roles. In this scenario, let's assign aviation equivalent roles to our patients and medical system. The plane is the patient's body. The pilot will always be sure his plane has passed all the required maintenance appointments. Likewise, the patient will visit his family doctors, and the doctors will check to ensure his body is healthy. The pilot is the patient. A pilot should never be permitted to fly without proper training, and our patients should receive their training too. They will be active learners in their own care. They will read books about their illness and be informed about their medications. They will attend peer support groups. The co-pilots are the family members and friends. Patients want the assistance of family and friends just as every pilot wants the assistance of a co-pilot. Healthcare providers exercise the following roles as they assist the pilot and co-pilot in flight. Flight treatment instructors. Healthcare providers, acting as treatment instructors, have the duty to properly train their pilot patients. Just as pilots need to attend flying classes, our patients attend training with their treatment instructors. Early on in the aviation history, aviators realized it would be too dangerous to allow an untrained pilot to fly an airplane. Similarly, our pilot patients will attend their training in order to be able to pilot their treatment safely. Flight treatment controllers. Flight controllers manage the activity of aircraft and are in constant communication with pilots. Healthcare providers acting as treatment controllers collaboratively develop an assessment and treatment plan with a patient. Flight treatment mechanics. Flight mechanics check the plane and manage its maintenance. Similarly, family doctors and ER doctors, in the case of emergency landings, are the ones checking for proper upkeep of the patient. Treatment passports. Let's also ensure that pilots receive a treatment passport. In completing the passport, the patient will be an active participant in his or her treatment. It would include sections such as diagnosis, additional medical tests needed and reasons for the tests, self-learning resources the patient will utilize, support groups to attend. It would include phrases like, "Doctor, thank you for taking the time to explain what my diagnosis means. Nurse, thank you for taking the time to explain my medical procedures. Doctor, thank you for checking for possible medication interactions." This treatment passport would also be an instrument used to help outline, in practical steps, the changes we have to take in order to make our healthcare system safer. Our patients would be empowered to nudge the healthcare providers toward the new roles we propose. Conclusion. Accepting that the pilot is the patient assists care providers to move away from traditional maxims like doctors know best towards more effective maxims like safety comes first and we will do what is best for the patient. Assumptions like doctors know best cause system breakdowns and loss of life, traumatizes and demoralizes professionals. Our patients will be happy to witness their doctors embracing these new maxims. Old habits resist change, but changing old habits can save lives. Do your part. Get on board with your treatment for a safe treatment every time. Be the pilot of your treatment plan. Most importantly, learn to fly your treatment. Get your co-pilots assisting you in your treatment. Knowing the reasons for the steps of your treatment is essential before you attempt to follow your treatment. If these steps are followed, you will have a safer and more effective treatment. Afterward, we are all responsible for how things are today. We are not individually responsible for the roles society has tried to assign to us. We are, however, responsible for self-change. If we all individually change, we will all assume more fair roles in the medical system. Patients and healthcare providers have to change. Everyone will benefit. Positive change will save lives.